Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good overall performance. I thought our bowlers did a really good job from the start and were able to keep the pressure on India. Even when Raj was in there with Poonam, they were sort of going along okay, but I thought we were able to keep them in check pretty well. And it seemed like they were sort of creating a base to try and launch from towards the end, but we were able to take wickets at regular intervals, which sort of allowed us to keep the total to one which we were pretty confident we could chase down. So certainly nice way to bounce back. All the batters took some good risks to keep the scoreboard ticking along, and they weren't outrageous shots, but they were just trying to put the pressure back on the Indian bowlers, which I thought we were able to do even when we did lose wickets. The wicket was a little bit slower than the ones we have played on here previously, and our approach was the more attacking and positive you were, it made it a little bit easier. I think if you sat there and waited for one to turn, you probably could find yourself in a bit of trouble. So we adopted that approach, and I think that really worked for us. We did put a bit of an emphasis on being really consistent and just keeping things really simple. And, I was very confident that the bowlers would bounce back today and do a really good job. And I thought we did that, and they really set the tone. And, only chasing sort of 220, 28, I think it was. I thought that was a pretty good effort. Look, I just think we enjoy ourselves while we're out there. We know that if we try and put some pressure on the bowlers, that things will get a little bit easier, and the longer you bat, the easier it gets. And I think we understand each other's game pretty well, and our communication's really good as well. So, batting it at 3 and 4, it's, key positions in the lineup, and it's important that once we get in that we try and put a big partnership together, and it was nice to do that today. No, not really. I haven't really seen the stats, so I wasn't really sure. Someone mentioned it to me after the game, but I haven't even really seen the stats. And for me, it's about contributing to wins for Australia, and making sure that when I do bat, that I'm making lots of runs, and trying to help us win as many games as possible. So for me, that's what it's about. It's about playing in big tournaments and getting the results that we want. Yeah, look, Ash has come into our side recently, and has done such a great job for us. She's a really great player to have in the side, and she's very skillful. She's going to be a very good bowler for Australia for a long time, and she's still learning the game. But she listens, and she wants to learn all the time. So she's been very good with the ball for us this tournament. And the fact that she has been bowling 10 overs each game sort of shows how highly we rate her. And in terms of the medium pace and things like that, we literally look at the opposition and the conditions and decide what we think is going to work best. So, what the conditions are in Taunton, I'm not too sure. We'll just have to assess that and decide, what we think is going to work and get us the win.